开始计时。
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are Playful Girls. I'm so glad you could all be here today. And my name is Vera, and here are my members, Sandra, Amy, and Kaysen. Today we will intend to give you an overview of our report. This is our contents. Abstract. Chapter 1, Introduction. Chapter 2, Literature Review. Chapter 3, Methodology. Chapter 4, Resource and Discussion. And Chapter 5, Conclusion. The final is reference. And now let's turn to Sandra.
This study aims to facilitate tourists in taking one-day tours to experience the Xinyi district and the Wanhua district in Taipei by taking the MRT's Blue Line. In recent years, more and more tourists are utilizing the MRT system to travel around Taipei. In our research study, we are going to study a few of the most popular scenic spots in Taipei in order to provide a brief introduction for tourists. This study not only allows tourists to travel around Taipei in a happy way, but also helpfully increases the motivation to come back again in future. As you can see from this chart, Taiwan has gained more international popularity recently. Many foreigners will include Taiwan in their travel plan because it is very convenient. As the capital of Taiwan, Taipei has the highest numbers of tourists, several million people. According to this bar graph, Taipei is Taiwan's most accessible city. The blue lines in trade and exit rates are the highest of the Taipei MRT lines. We all designed one-day trip to recommend tourists must to go this spot in Taipei and designed the questionnaire. In this chapter, the information we have reviewed contains of two resources. One is the MRT brochures, while the other one is the online information. First, popular history blog. Popular is very striking because the surrounding buildings have been modernized. But only popular history blog retain the ancient black buildings. Next, Herballand. The Herballand is located next to Longshan Temple. The shops can offer some herbal tea drinks, like Qingchao cha and Ku cha. Third, Longshan Temple. Longshan Temple has many believers. It's also a long history of the building. Fourth, Huaxi Street. Huaxi Street is Taiwan's first night market. There are a lot of stores selling snacks, and most popular feature of this market. Foreigners are recommended to come here to have a taste of special flavor.
Well, the next slide is about Edith's Bookstore. Edith's Bookstore is the largest bookstore in Taiwan. In addition to books and magazines, the bookstore also offers clothing and accessory stationery, CDs, and a food court. 6. Edith for Fun is the most fashionable and trendy shopping mall for the younger generation. It will organize a variety of cultural and creative exhibitions. Some recreational activities on every weekend. There are also parties held at night. Xinyi Visual has 17 screens. Here's a popular place in Taipei to see films from all over the world. You can shop, watch movies, taste food as well. Taipei 101 is Taiwan's most famous building. With a high-speed elevator, it will take you to the observatory in only 37 seconds. In addition, located within Taipei 101, The Taipei 101 Mall gathers together the world's top brands to create a high-end shopping experience. I'd like to hand this presentation over to the next speaker. Let's welcome Amy.
Next section is about the method that have been used to complete this project. Our team has 4 students in this project. Our procedures are divided into 2 parts. First, we use MRT brochures, online information, photos, field notes, and a questionnaire to complete this project. Second, we have actually visited this park and designed a one-day trip for tourists. I'd like to hand this presentation over to the next speaker. Let's welcome Vera.
Chapter 4, Results and Discussion. The field notes. After we visit this tourist attraction personally, we have found something we want to introduce to tourists. First, in addition to Longsan Temple, other scenic spots such as Herbal Land and Popular History Block are worth visiting because they represent the lifestyle of Taiwanese people of an early time. Second, Taipei City Hall has a lot to offer. Xinyi District is the most modern area in Taipei. Taipei 101 is the landmark of Taipei. Moreover, Taipei 84 Fun Department Store and Xinyi Visual Cinema attract a lot of people who love the latest fashion. This area has become a favorite place for young people to come here in leisure time. As you can see, Xinyi District shows modern fashion style while area around Longsan Temple MRT station indicate the ancient beauty.
Now let's see Table 1. We find out that people in the 21 to 25-year-old age group are the largest number of tourists, and people in the over 40-year-old age group are the less number of the tourists. Then the Table 2 shows the largest number of questionnaire respondents use the blue line. The second largest number of questionnaire respondents use the red line. The majority of people in Taipei are using the blue line because it covers a lot of important districts. And Table 3 demonstrates that 46 questionnaire respondents choose sightseeing as their reason to take the MRT. They are the largest number of respondents. 25 questionnaire respondents select go to school as their reason to take the MRT. This shows that the MRT is the favorite way for people to go sightseeing or go to school. Table 4 shows that 35 questionnaire respondents choose Longsan Temple as their most favorite scenic spots. We think that Popular History Block and Herbal Land are not very well known to questionnaire respondents. Only some respondents are interested in this tourist attraction. Although Longsan Temple is very representative of the strong traditional religious culture of Taiwan. Popular History Block and Herbal Land in the vicinity of Longsan Temple are also worth visiting because they show the flavor of ordinary people's lives in an earlier time. Let's talk about Table 5. The top 3 scenic spots of Taipei City Hall Station are Xinyi Atlas Bookstore, ATT for Fun Department Store, and Xinyi Visual Cinema. The distribution of their favorite tourist attraction matches the respondent's age. Xinyi Excellent Bookstore is not only a bookstore but also a department store, attracting different age groups. ATT for Fun department store attract young people and middle-aged people alike because it combines fashion and gourmet food to draw people's attention. Table 6. You can see there are 33 questionnaire respondents have visited most the scenic spots or tourist attractions that we have suggested. This means that most of the scenic spots or tourist attractions along the blue line that we have suggested are popular and worth visiting. The last table we can see that 45 questionnaire respondents are willing to go on a one-day city tour along the blue line, especially the scenic spot or tourist attraction that we have suggested. The figure is close to half of the response, meaning that this one-day trip is welcomed by respondents. This is the end of my part. Next, Amy will talk about our conclusion.
To sum up, according to field notes and the result of questionnaire, we have found that the MRT is the main mode of transportation in Taipei. It covers the whole Taipei area, offering many routes. Among these routes, the Blue Line is the most popular route because it serves many important districts. Through our questionnaire, we found most of tourists are interested in the trip that we have designed. They are young people from 15 to 25 years old and middle-aged people over 40 years old. They use the Blue Line more than other lines. Sightseeing is the main reason for people using the Blue Line. Longshan Temple is the popular scenic spot for people getting to Longshan Temple Station. Xinyu Excellent Bookstore is the most popular destination for people getting off at the Taipei City Hall Station. Tourists have been to most of the scenic spots and tourist attractions we have recommended. They are willing to follow the trip we have designed. There are some limitations in this study. First, we perhaps could cover more scenic spots. Second, we could add more detailed information about this scenic spot. This is our referencing.
And it's all about our report. Thank you for your listening.